Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Excuse me. I am so thirsty today. I don't know what it is, but it's hot outside and I'm dying of thirst. Okay, so we are gonna do a reading for the sign of Gemini, and we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it. Oh my gosh, I got hair everywhere. Make sure this fan is on me because I am hot. Hot commodity right here. So I hope everyone's doing all right. Welcome to South Haunting Hospitality. I'm glad you guys have made it thus far. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Gemini. I'm going to wait to see if more people can come on. I've been having trouble for the last few lives that I've done with being able to connect. Excuse me. I needed to get that out. Good Lord. It's like my throat chakra. Maybe somebody likes Christmas and that's coming up. Getting excited with the fall time vibes and all the orange colors, the pumpkins, the scarecrows, the the carrot shaped candies, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm gonna wait until somebody comes on so I know that this is actually working. Okay, yes, so there are people here. Okay, hey guys, how are you doing? Spider-Man around the world, thanks for coming. So I'm going to be doing a general collective reading for the sign of Gemini. You may have Gemini in your chart, or you may know somebody who has Gemini in theirs. Now, nonetheless, there still may be messages in here for you. It is going to be a collective reading for that sign specifically, but we will see. Hey guys, hey Alex, how are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. It's like my throat chakra wants to stop working. Earlier I was humming, what Christmas song was that? If you ever feel like you're having trouble getting the words out, I notice sometimes for myself I'll start humming, or I'll just like try and talk louder to kind of break through the barrier of the blockage of being able to speak. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive into Gemini's general collective reading at this time. What are the Geminis going through right now? What's their energy? What do they need to know at this time? I'm going to cleanse the energy real quick. No tricks. Just the one of me channeling spirit. Okay, so for Gemini. What is it, guys? Goddesses, that Gemini needs to know this time. We have a Queen of Cups. Someone who is very intuitive, very, very sensitive when it comes to their gifts. They can be very magnetic. You may have like a feeling like some sort of bond or close magnetism towards them. This person is very empathetic. They are one who are to listen to whatever it is that you may need to talk about. Let's see what else we have for the Gemini. Gemini and this Queen of Cups. Okay, we have the Moon card. So there's some sort of illusion. So there's some sort of illusion. There's some form of having either you are viewing something differently or they view something differently when it comes to you, and this is becoming a secret. So this Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then we have the Moon card. Now this can also be something that, you know, with the Queen of Cups being very she also represents your dream state. So that's another thing. If you've been having some crazy dreams lately, hey guys, Jessie Lee, if you've been having any kind of like dreams that are kind of really off the wall lately, things like that, this can really go a little bit deeper into a spiritual manner. Yes, this is to pay attention to your dream state, but also maybe during the moon is whenever you feel your gifts or your inspiration is really heightened. So maybe things begin to come more clearly to you at nighttime when the moon is out. And that happens for certain people. I know it does for myself. Now, we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Like I said, is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the moon. And as I look at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. This is talking about some sort of reunion with a past loved one, friend, whomever, who may seem to have a message for you. Once again, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There could be somebody who's trying to reach out to you, whether it be here in the 3D or with the Moon card and the Queen of Cups. It could easily be someone from the 5D, so a passed on loved one. But with those cards at the bottom, that could be it. But let's see, let's pull some more cards for Gemini. So we have the Empress and the Five of Pentacles, okay? And the Empress is a very fertile, nurturing figure. She is one to, I mean, there's a picture of her depicted being pregnant. So she's definitely like a mother figure. Now, you could be this Queen of Cups, Gemini. You could be showing up as the Queen of Cups and you are disillusioned when it comes to some sort of situation that you have found yourself in. We have the Empress, or you could be this Empress who feels as if they're in some sort of poverty state. This doesn't so much have to do with money matters. This can also very much have to do with limiting beliefs, doubts, just cycles, repetitive cycles continuing to take place, which is ultimately starting to have an effect on your outcome, like your exterior. So I definitely see that there's an Empress who feels maybe bound by some sort of contract, by some sort of situation that may possibly have something to do with money. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn out here with the Five of Pentacles. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. So this is making me see things a little bit differently. I'm seeing that you have, with the Empress and the Five of Pentacles, you have been in a like, I don't want to say in a blind spot, but there may have been a part of you that felt still bound to some sort of situation. And I see that this may have been something that has been ongoing, or this could be something that's short term. But I see that the wheel is starting to turn in your favor at the bottom of the deck, and I see you're ultimately going to be able to escape from whatever dynamic, whatever community, hey Kona, Maui, enough, whatever it is that you may be stuck in that's keeping you in this mind frame. Once you escape, I see you having a lot of victory and being able to release this anxiety and stress that came about. Now that's one way, possible way, but let's pull the rest. What else is going on with Gemini? Do we need to know at this time, please? So there's an Emperor. This is, I know I lost my fingernail. This is an Emperor. He is very, very set in his ways. He's an authoritative figure. He's one who's very direct and makes decisions for possibly the greater good of, you know, other than himself. Now let's get another one on this Emperor for Gemini. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, which represents some sort of collaboration. Okay, so we have the Emperor, which in spiritual meanings, it can be viewed as like an ancestor who is very dominant, like possibly like a grandfather figure or a father figure, but someone who's very dominant and who sets rules and they are to be abided by. But I see something about this Emperor and some sort of collaboration at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing that this Emperor felt like, due to some sort of collaboration where there was some sneaky shit going on in the background, actually was ultimately a wish fulfillment for him, and allowed him to stand on a strong foundation. But something that he doesn't realize is that he has gotten himself into a whole heap of trouble with the Judgment card being called. I see as if maybe this person got himself into something just kind of like not healthy. Let's go ahead and clarify these. I'm going to use that for Gemini. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Actually, give me a second. Clarify the Queen of Cups for me for Gemini. Clarify the queen. Clarify the empress. Clarify the empress. Clarify the emperor. Yeah. The emperor was only worried about money, charity, help, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So this emperor was strictly worried about money. Now, what is the correlation with the Queen of Cups for Gemini? Clarify the Queen of Cups for Gemini. Secret. Okay, there's something I'm holding back, which makes sense with when I clarified the Queen of Cups. I got the High Priestess, and secret. The High Priestess is all about hidden thing, you know, things being in hidden secret. There's something I'm holding back. Okay. Clarify this Queen of Cups, please, one more time. Clarify this Queen of Cups. Welcome. I offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Okay. So this could be you. This could definitely be you, Gemini. Let's clarify this Empress with the Five of Pentacles. Imposter. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I needed. I'm not who you think I am. So this imposter, okay, who could possibly be not just anybody. This person can possibly be like a family figure, a friend dynamic. This could be your CPA. This could be your anybody, just anybody to you. This person, this Empress, this female, who is very nurturing, probably has kids, or it could be like a grandmother or a mother who is feeling as if they are in some sort of poverty-like state. And when I clarified the Empress, this swung out in reverse, the Page of Cups, which, I mean the Ace of Cups, which is all about like a love offer, like love and emotions and feelings and all the ooey gooiness when it comes to a relationship with a mother figure or a sister or something like that. When I clarified the Empress, I got the Ace of Cups, which is showing that they were trying to nurture their love and their emotions towards you, and they were trying to not falter due to some sort of new opportunity in money that they seemed that they could benefit from. But now they're finding themselves in this poverty state due to karma, which I saw at the bottom of the deck at the beginning. And then when I clarified who this Empress was, once again, because we do have the Empress and the Queen of Cups, and I got confused between who was who. And the Empress came out as imposter. It says, I am not who you think I am. Okay, so this person is definitely working against you. You have been having, you have been holding secrets to yourself. This could be like little things that you could be up to, like the mundane things in your life. You could just be living life very in the present moment and not trying to reflect what you already know that is happening behind the scenes when it comes to someone very close to you. And the Empress just solidifies a mother figure. So and if not a mother figure, maybe a parental figure. Maybe this is somebody like if you grew up with your grandmother or with an aunt or somebody, this could be representing them, because this Gemini is coming up as the Queen of Cups, very intuitive and empathetic. And the Moon combined with the Queen of Cups, there was something that she could not fully see, okay? And clarifying the Queen of Cups, we got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about being highly intuitive. Those are two very strong intuitive cards. And I also received the Knight of Wands, which is one who's very adventurous, who has a lot of passion for life and those in it, who seems to walk with love. I also clarified the Queen of Cups, and it was revealed secret. Well, the High Priestess represents hidden knowledge, secrets, things that need to be kept in the dark for your safety and your highest good. So it says there's some things I'm holding back. Okay, that was clarified by the Queen of Cups. Okay, I clarified the Queen of Cups again because I was like, all right, this person has secrets. Is this really Gemini's energy, or is it this Empress? And then I received welcome. So I offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Okay, so this is telling me that this Queen of Cups is definitely whom she is. She is in this energy. Okay, she is definitely in this intuitive, very caring, loving energy. And the Moon here is to shine light on something that is, to shine light on this Empress's motives when it comes to you, even though, because she's, as the cards came out, it came out with the Empress and the Five of Pentacles. She's wondering why she is having to live in a poverty state when she thought she had everything already figured out. Okay, she was working really, really hard. Probably could have been using spell work on you in regards to how you feel about your own self, about how you portray yourself. I'm even getting a lot of competitive and envious vibes from this person. I feel like they just kept it's been a repetitive cycle, like non-stop with this parental figure or whoever, whatever figure. Okay, who was, and I clarified it again, who was fixated on some sort of very prosperous, successful, new opportunity that was coming your way. So, and when I clarified it with the other deck, it was classified as she is the imposter, okay? I am not who you think I am. So now we know who the Queen of Cups is, what the illusion is about, and the illusion is about this, why this person that you have some ties to is starting to not have money, and possibly wondering why things are starting to fall apart for them. And that would be because karma is starting to run its course. It's on that wheel, okay? Now, when it came to the Emperor, so the way I'm seeing this, so we have group 1, group 2, group 3. We have the Queen of Cups and the Moon. So some illusion that went down with the Queen of Cups, couldn't see something clearly. Now we have this Empress who is feeling very, very bound and restrained to a certain situation or environment or whatever it is, because she is lacking financial stability. Okay, and it's funny that we have the Empress, who's the imposter, and then we have the Emperor here, where I'm surprised I have not received the Lovers yet, because I really feel like the Empress and the Emperor are a married couple. And I feel like they're someone who you have known your life for a very, very long time, possibly your entire life. Like I said, it's giving strong parental figures. And if not, maybe somebody who raised you that's close to you, or somebody who has like some sort of input into your life. Now, I clarified who this Emperor is, and I got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this Emperor is really a page. Okay, and what he is he has this fascination about money and material gain, and that's who this Emperor is. Oh shit, my battery is gonna die. I don't want it to die. I might need to go run and grab a charger real quick. And then I clarified it again, and the Six of Pentacles came out. More money. So this Emperor was just maybe dumbly focused or stupidly focused on material aspects. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. With the Emperor combined with the Three of Pentacles, he was in it when it came to some sort of collaboration, some sort of contract that happened between him and possibly a family dynamic, maybe a mother, father dynamic, or stepmother, stepfather, or, you know, step parents, or something like that. Or it could even be an aunt or uncle or anything like that. But we're going to clarify this Emperor. Clarify this Emperor for me. Apology. Okay, so if someone wasn't in the wrong, why would they need to apologize? I'm not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. Okay, something really substantial must have went down here for them to be feeling so apologetic to find closure in this situation that ensued. Yeah, big favor. There was a big favor that possibly happened, like they don't want to be exploited. They don't want everybody to know who they actually are, what they stand for, what they did, which is ultimately steal from a very, very kind and caring and giving person who would give it to them regardless. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, they want closure, but they're asking a huge favor from you, and that favor is to please don't exploit me, to please don't press charges, to please let's just work this out together, okay? But don't call the police, don't get an attorney involved, don't do it the legal way. You know, I have a confession to make. A hidden truth is ready to surface, exposing what's been concealed. That's crazy to me. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify it a little bit more. Clarify this moon. Clarify the moon with the Queen of Cups. So, celebration, festivities, fun. Clarify the moon. Something that's keeping you... Okay, so what is being hidden from you is something... It has to do with some sort of collaboration that, or some sort of contract that you decided to do at the time. And I'm seeing that ultimately this is what had you feeling bound and like bound and stuck to whatever this situation was when it came to two people, I believe, that were married. Okay, this Empress and this Emperor. Okay, one is viewing things from a poverty standpoint, like, oh shit, I fucked up, oh shit, I fucked up, now karma's starting to kick me in the ass. And another one is looking at it like, oh, well, we had an agreement or something, but then they're coming out with apology. Okay, so clarify the moon for me, please, Spirit. The moon here with the Queen of Cups. Envy, yes. So what was being hidden from you, what you couldn't see clearly, was they were working out of envy. This group, this collaboration, that was what you weren't picking up, you weren't seeing correctly, because you wouldn't think that people would do shit like that to you, especially people who say they love and care about you so much. But they were doing this shit and keeping you bound and feeling like you didn't have any options due to envy. All due to envy. That's fucked up. That's actually really fucked up. Okay, let me clarify this Five of Pentacles with the Empress. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the reason why she's so bound in her mind, or she's entertaining these self-limiting beliefs, is because she's undergoing some sort of heartbreak. I know my nail's broken, but she's going through some sort of heartbreak, some sort of despair, because the tables are turning and they're not turning in her favor. What she has put out, all this emotional and mental fuckery she's done to this person, this kind, empathetic person who would do anything to resolve any kind of situation, you know, as long as it's in for everyone's higher betterment. But she's clarified with the Ace of Cups, and let's clarify her again. So she's the imposter. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords for the Empress. What? Tell me more. Magician. Yes, I said that there could have been some sort of like spell crafting going on, some sort of like magic, trying to, like, whether it be word magic or candle magic or some sort of... Hey guys, I have to go. Hey, Hey guys, I'm sorry. Delivery's here. I have to go run and grab that real quick, but I'll be right back to finish the message. Okay. And I got a snack. Sorry. You know how they have these things with them? I get my kids all kinds of stuff, and that was just one that was looking appetizing to me at the time. So, okay, we're gonna finish clarifying this this situation. Okay, so we have with the Empress and the Emperor being displayed as somebody who had a couple that, or two people who had some sort of ill intent towards you when it came to your finances and your investments. This has created a lot of conflict between you guys. You know, obviously there's been separation, but there's been need of separation, because if this is no longer serving you any good and it's harming you, then it's just gonna have a ripple effect on, I don't know, if you have children, or if you, you know, wherever you work or whatever you do. It's like you don't want that to have an effect on your whole life, you know? You gotta kind of regulate it. There's levels to the shit. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. I can't believe I lost it now. Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles, this is being in a very poverty mind place. There was some sort of heartbreak that this person did, this Empress, okay? And then to further clarify, this Five of Pentacles is the Magician. This is something that has either been manifested, or what I'm seeing is that this has been a return to sender kind of energy, with this imposter underneath the Empress, only trying to fuck around with your emotions and your feelings and get you all all just like, oh, they're loyal to me, I can tell them anything, they're gonna have my back, why would they ever do something like that to me? All because they were infatuated over your new opportunity. Because your new opportunity is going to be very abundant. Imposter. And this was something that you could not see. That's why we had the moon. Now I clarified the moon, and the moon came with this group, this duo, this married couple, okay, who's significant in your life somehow, had you feel bound and almost like prisoned within your own home, possibly. And it was all due to them being envious of you and what you have. They didn't know exactly what it was that you had or have, but you know, character isn't something that can be bought. A consciousness isn't something that can be bought. And you know, I don't want to go on like a little spiel, but it's like there's a lot of people out there that I have recognized, and I'm trying to keep it mainly focused on, you know, Gemini and the reading. I don't want to go on tangents, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, when we do something wrong or we step out of our side of the lane and we step into somebody else's on accident, we're usually, you know, quick to admit our wrongs, to confront those issues, or at least I know I am. As a Gemini, I can relate to some of this stuff, some of this bullshit that happened, and my observation has been that there's a lot of people that lack just having a conscience, which is your radar that tells you, hey, that's wrong what you did. You know, like Gemini the cricket, and I think I've said this in a different video a long time ago about having the little grasshopper or whatever on your shoulder telling you, you know, this is the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do. Well, the other little figure, the devil figure, I feel like didn't even come out until after the conscience one came out. But I've noticed a lot, just there's a lot of people going through things right now where it's putting them in a very uncomfortable place, and so this can I mean affect just by your daily interactions with human beings in general. So it's just like, wow, here you are, the Queen of Swords. And we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're holding on strong to your belongings, your financial wealth, your security, your foundation, your stability, your all your responsibilities. Like I said, your focus has been merely on your investments and what you have brought in. Okay, let's clarify this Five of Pentacles and the Empress. Clarify the Five of Pentacles, Spirit, please. Thank you. Yes, so there was some sort of, and I was picking that up, somebody within a family dynamic, okay, that Gemini, you could find yourself in, or cross watcher, or whatever, This Five of Pentacles, this poverty state, is merely karma for something that I'm getting a small loan or some sort of favor that was in exchange of money, and I feel like this person this imposter, this empress had this grand idea to bend and weave and manipulate the people around her. So a lot of mind fuckery, you know. I'm getting heavy Aquarius vibes as this empress. I don't know why, I just am. And this small favor was never to be paid back or to be shown appreciation or anything like that. And unfortunately, it was done to the wrong one. And so that's why I see that the Empress is feeling blocked and feeling kind of out of control due to the heartbreak. Here we go with the 3 again. 3, 3, 3, all about threes. The Trinity, the 3 combination of people. Dynamic. And there's been some sort of, you know, some sort of spell casting or some sort of ill intent, or something has been placed upon you so that you would not see how this imposter was working behind the scenes against you when it came about this small favor. Because what a small favor, what a small loan, what a small whatever was once small became very, very huge and substantial. Like, that's what I'm really getting the vibes for. Yeah, we have goodbye at the end. Goodbye to chaos. Gemini, I see you wanting to say goodbye to all the chaos. Goodbye to all the people who are trying to strategize against me, and welcome my new journey. What's the date? I'm ready. And it says distraction. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify the 3 of Pentacles with this Emperor, who was just, when it came down to his Empress's plan and ideas or whatever, I see when I clarified him, he came out as a page. So why is he coming up as an emperor? Okay, that is this magic fuckery that's going on as well. A lot of fuckery's going on today. Sorry, guys. But this emperor, okay, is being classified in regards to the relationship it has with Gemini as someone who has once given you help, so now they're expecting it in return, okay? And the Page of Pentacles is just to let you know their true identity, and what their true goal was is to have some sort of infiltration on your money, with apologize being clarified behind it. I'm not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. You think any kind of recognition would help at this point, instead of continuing to stay guarded and resilient towards this spiritual guide, towards this person, this star. I'm telling you, it has something to do with family. It's all about family. This represents family, unity. But I see that there's forward movement coming. something something coming pretty quickly that you are persevering through. And like I got in the other reading, it is some sort of helping hand. I feel like it's really someone just extending the olive branch, someone really taking the time to see and understand and digest what it is that your situation is, whatever that may look like when it comes to you having to cut cords and finally cut these people out of your life that serve you no good. Because Gemini, we all know that it has taken us quite some time to get to this point, but now that we're here, we can finally worry and love ourselves and give ourselves that attention that we so need. Let's clarify this Three of Pentacles, Spirit. So this Emperor is obviously just worried about money, because when I clarified him, once again, he came out with nothing but earth energy, which is Pentacles. And then we have the Two of Wands under the Three of Pentacles. So collaborating when it comes to some sort of enterprise, or it could be a company, it could be a plan to develop something, but this is someone who's in deep thought of combining forces to create something bigger, and that is what the Emperor was all about. Let's clarify this again, the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Wands for Gemini. I think I have every single pentacle. We have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? This is, okay, so this collaboration was originally to, it was almost like a proposal, like someone close to you, you know, saw your talent or saw what you had to offer them, and boldly wanted to combine forces or combine something with you. And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like they were trying to guarantee the success and the outcome of whatever this enterprise or this contract or this this thing that they thought that was gonna get off the ground and start bringing in money. But this is interesting, and this would have ultimately been a wish fulfillment for them. Okay, let's clarify. Let's clarify that. Clarify the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. It says status. Social standing is very important to me. I'm only interested when you're elevating my image. Okay, thank you. So this person not only is being clarified as someone who needs to deeply apologize for what they have caused you, but I'm seeing that only if it's going to make them look better. These people do not feel remorse whatsoever. The Empress is coming out as an imposter. At least the Emperor, you know, has apology out here. And then the Empress is all about, you know, how's she going to benefit? How is she going to get hers or whatever? And so she's clarified as small favor, okay? And then the Emperor is at least trying to recognize the wrongdoings, but as long as it doesn't affect his image or the way others view him. We have great news, laughter, frustrated, vent, and what did I say? Loan, small favor. That's exactly what I feel it is. I feel like Gemini, you could have loaned some sort of family member or someone who is close to you that you have known for many years, who ultimately was hiding things from you with the Moon card. And what has been revealed to you now is that this collaboration that you have either joined forces with or you have been working together with because you thought they may have had your best interest, or maybe your hands were just tied and they were just trying to control whatever it was that was yours. It's been illuminated that this is what's kept you stuck mentally, okay? I can see like the clock wheel, but like the engine part of it where it has like these nooks and like these indentions where it goes like this, and I could just see the wheel turning, where now you're starting to understand that all this was due to envy. And it kind of has to bring some sort of better understanding and some clarity and knowing that you're not alone, that other people are going through the very same thing as you. Let's see, I want to check this deck out. Okay, so let's clarify the Queen of Cups and the Moon for Gemini. Spirit, clarify the Queen of Cups and the Moon for Gemini. We have love. So this is something, this is, I said I'm surprised we didn't get the Lovers, because I know that this Empress and this Emperor are together. I know that they are in a, like, either married or in a relationship, but they are working behind the scenes on your behalf when it comes to something negative. It's like they've been, and here, clarifying the Moon card, we have the envy and feeling bound and imprisoned. It's like they were consuming your world. It's like every good thing that came in, every good opportunity that came your way, it's like they were just there ready to consume it all at once. There's just so much like the same cards that I'm seeing, because this is the Six of Pentacles, okay? So generosity, giving, helping. This can also be breadcrumbing. And the trio again, here's the Three of Pentacles. This is all about like It could be fun, festive and stuff like that. But for me, for what I'm picking up on Gemini, I'm feeling like it had a lot to do with some sort of collaboration in a contract or something like that. Clarify the Empress and the Five of Pentacles, please. The Empress and the Five of Pentacles for Gemini. We have adaptability. So somebody has been able to move like very swiftly and has been working around like behind the scenes, like very strategically and possibly in the dark. That's why you couldn't have seen, that's why you were experiencing these illusions when it came to the actual situation that was going on. I'm saying that this person was extremely determined, okay? They were just, it didn't matter what it took. They were just gonna go after it. Clarify clarify adaptability for the Empress. Now they're feeling frozen. So one goes from feeling all sneaky like and being able to get around real stealthy to now feeling frozen in fear. This is giving heavy Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Clarify the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. The Emperor and the Three of Pentacles for Gemini. We have intuition. Clarify intuition. Dreamweaver. What did I say about your dreams earlier? With the Queen of Cups is, when that card's pulled, it's very important to pay attention to your dreams, because she is one of prophetic dreams. And I'm seeing that you've seen all this play out. Okay, you know how I told you, or you may not remember, but I expressed in another live how it is very, very possible. It's very important to heed awareness to your dreams, because it's very possible that the enemy could be, the way that the enemy works is comes out in a way like through our dream state more often than you would actually think, and it can come in the form of just repetitive dreams. It can come in the form of like a lot of chaos, detriment, fear invoked. Those dreams are ultimately how their spellcraft or their dark wishes upon you manifest, is through your dreams. And ultimately, once they have hit our subconscious, well, it tends to make its way to the conscious if you begin to take note of it. That's why they say to keep a diary. So yes, there is Gemini, two people that are very close to you that are that have been scheming, that you have possibly given a loan out to or helped in some sort of shape or form, but I do know that this possibly, well, this has something to do with money. And I see that whether it was someone doing something for money, or whether it was someone helping handle, or making decisions for your highest good, or this could even be official, like CPA, anything, however it may be. This is two individuals that are either married, very close together, that played a lot of mind games with you to keep you distracted, to keep you in this having the moon come out, this illusioned state when it came to your new opportunities in money matters. But with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, that just tells me right there that you knew about their plans, where they stood within the storyline, and what part that they played in the story. And I see that you have already, like, you already saw it coming. You already saw the situation happening before your very eyes, like it was happening right in front of you, and you were able to pick up on it. And this is something that you may have confronted them about, but if you did not confront anyone about it, it's because the universe and source has clearly directed you not to, and you followed suit and listened. Sometimes it's better to move in silence than it is to move by telling everybody everything that you're doing. You know, there's times to be an open book and there's times not to be. That's been a big lesson of mine. So that's what I'm seeing so far as what's going on with you, Gemini, and what may have been hindering or blocking you, and maybe not understanding maybe having an inkling that people were doing something shady behind your back, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it, you know? I feel like if this did resonate with you, hopefully it brought you some clarity to know who is okay to be in your surroundings, and who's not. And if these are family members, it may be unfortunate to have to, you know, move further away or put some distance, but there's definitely a need to. I feel like your connection with them has been just like a roller coaster almost, because I'm just getting like crazy emotions right now. Like I can't pinpoint one because they're just like do 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 do. Because I feel hot, I feel cold, I feel irritated, and then I feel like I'm starting to transmute these energies, and then they come back again. So you could be experiencing a lot of frustration, some heated moments, but let's get some advice for you for sure before you go. So advice for Gemini when it comes to these two characters that are meddling in your maybe finances, whatever it may be. Let's get some advice for Gemini. So we have the Seven of Wands, which is all about persevering. So continue to do what you're doing by fighting back. Give me more advice for Gemini, please. What else does Gemini need to hear? So we have the Moon. So persevering, continue to persevere even through the things that don't make sense, 100% sense to you, but you have that inkling of there's something wrong. Keep pushing, keep digging, because I feel like you're getting very, very close to something important. Give me more advice for Gemini. What did I say? Keep persevering when it comes to things that look disillusioned when it comes to your finances. So every time something doesn't look right, every time, this is you persevering, every time something doesn't look right and it's giving off bad vibes or it's giving off the wrong feelings, look at your money, or look at your finances. Check on those accounts, you know, as you can, or whatever it is, or just keep a close watch on your money so that you know where everything's at and everything's accounted for. So this is continue persevering through the illusions, through the fears, and through the maybe feelings that people are doing things behind your back. When it comes to your finances, check on your finances. Every time you have that feeling, check on your finances. Okay? When it comes to this couple, I knew it. So that Empress and the Emperor, okay, were a couple. They were a couple that were working against you when it came to your new opportunity and to your new opportunity to wealth, like physical, financial, like money. So you may need a spiritual cleansing at this time. Continue to work and keep your mind steadfast on your money and your product, and things will begin to resolve itself, or the universe is working on your behalf very, very quickly. And this is just to confirm this is the truth, okay? This is the truth. So I hope that that advice was helpful enough. Let's pull a few chips for Gemini. Actually, I want to pull the chips out of this one. For the Gemini collective. For the Gemini collective, I have a beautiful spider. Okay, I have an astronaut. I have a crystal, which I believe is quartz. I have a little bird, something that could come in the form as an ancestor. Here's a note in a bottle again. I think Aries got that. Here is a kitchen knife, a butter knife. We have the letter A, H, S, Y. We have shy. We have J. And we have hashtags. So and it's like this is almost about to spell Ashley. So maybe your name could be Ashley, or maybe you may have the initials of A, J, H, S, or Y, and something with hashtag, okay? So let's put these back up, and let me pull a few of these for the sign of Gemini. So we have test, exposed, the goddess, gossiping, green flag, Dharma, the mirror, maybe you do mirror magic, the text, karma, ancestors, focus, community, we have family. I knew it! I knew it had something to do with family. We have the ghost. And we have stalker. Okay. So, there's that. I do want to get a few of these. What's going on with Gemini? What do they need to know and connect this time? Okay, we have spell work, hex, curse, poison, evil eye. We have violent. We have divorce. Maybe somebody could be getting a divorce. We have discipline. We have kids. We have bad witch. Could be your stepdad. That was my stepdad's name. Could have something to do with it. Spirit. Tangled. A cousin. What we're talking about being conscientious. Terrified. Services. Abandonment. Healed. Frustrated. Ex-partner. Counsel. Control. Ex-partner, control. Policy. And we have losing. Okay, so that came out of one box. I'm going to pull from this box. What is going on with Gemini? I have the heart, connection, private practitioner, being guided, listening, warning, stealing and working against you, during, collaborating, forging, attention, hidden. And these are all going with the reading. Embrace, share, community, present time, boss. This is one of my properties, so you may own a rental property. Body, and my youngest daughter's name, so something about your youngest daughter or a child. Now the next thing I'm gonna pull is I'm gonna pull a few of these just to see what comes out. I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see what comes out for Gemini. Is there anything else that Gemini should be aware of at this time? Anything else Gemini should be aware of? Oops. Something about a ring. Something not happening by chance. Someone adores you. It says, why settle for crumbs when you can have the whole thing? We have backstab. Trying to distract you. Grudge is being held. Someone's feeling pressed. Someone's feeling thirsty. There may be a need to get out into nature. Quiet self meditating. Content and relaxed. They like you. This is a man who possibly judges you with the judge. It says, stay true to yourself. Paradox. It says, don't reach out. It says your vibration is too high. It says lunatic. Don't reach out to some lunatic. You're receiving a money bag. Okay. Now tell me more with these. What's going on? What do I need to know at this time? So a step uncle could be involved. Wait, why are these coming out? A passed over grandfather who's a Leo. Maybe August 9th can be significant. But some sort of grandfather figure who may be your spirit guide. Oh, I'm so glad it didn't cut off. Okay, good. So we had pulled the 7th house, which is about relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners, equity sharing, interpersonal kind of things. Let's see what else we have for the sign of Gemini. What else does Gemini need to know at this time? Gemini, the collective. Okay, I'm not getting any more from there. We will pull a couple from here. What does Gemini need to know at this time? Too much concern with sexual matters. There could be somebody in your energy, or you, Gemini, who need to be focusing on other things. There's a fair woman dealing a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, tell me more for Gemini. Well, it says family wishes come true. Family. Shit. Hold on one second. Okay, so we have Fox, which is shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business, okay? So, let me get back up here, all comfortable. Tell me more for Gemini. We have door. It says opportunities are waiting for you. We have clouds. It says temporary problems. We have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Archway. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna pull on tea leaves. Put these back real quick. Put these back first. And I'm going to get you some angel frequencies to see if this can help for my Gemini collective. Well, this just turned up and it says have faith. It says your angels hear you. Your angels have heard your prayers and felt your struggles. They stay with you and remind you that everything has a purpose. Even though you may not understand it now, remember that you are never alone. Do a full body stretch now and ask your guides to send you love, peace, and signs. Trust what you see and feel when you wholeheartedly ask for these messages. Okay? That's 400. Now the one beneath that was 943, new timeline, okay? So it says re-energize yourself. As you find yourself at the end of one timeline, another one has already begun. It's time to re-energize yourself and create new goals and dreams to manifest within this timeline. If possible, move your body now towards a space that is closer to nature. Even if it's just closer to an open window, feel the fresh air ground you, clearing new pathways for intentions to flow. Okay, let's see what else we have that may come out. What else do we have for Gemini? We have 777, face fear. So it says, trust the divine. Your angels are asking you to release the fear of the unknown. Trust the universe and give up your control over what's going to happen next. They're telling you not to fear the future, but rather to embrace it with the faith that it's all in your best interest. It is perfect in design, brought to you by your most trusted guides. Go into an easy sitting position with your hands upturned on your knees for a few moments as you honor your faith and future. Very nice. I like those. All right. Let's see, what else could I pull? Let me make sure these are all in the right position. I think so. I think so. I think so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think so. I think so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't even know if that's a song. I just made it one. Okay, tell me more about Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? This last card pull. What is Gemini being faced with at this moment? What is it that they need to be aware of? What could be lurking in the shadows that needs to be brought to light? If not, what steps can we take to get there? What is it that Gemini needs to know at this time? Whoa, whoa, whoa. At the bottom of the deck, we have this heart, and it says bond. Okay. What does Gemini need to know at this time? Influence. So I'm getting that you may be around people who could possibly resort to negative habits, like whether it be drinking a lot, or maybe you just come from a family who drinks a lot, or you may be the person who needs to leave alone the substances for a little bit. But something's influencing your life right now. Tell me more. You're being protected. Whatever negative frequency that's trying to come in, confirmation, you're being highly protected at this time. Okay? It's like, here's the egg, which is you, and then you have your two huge spirit guides or angels or ancestors that are watching over you. Tell me more. Anticipation. So this bird to me is giving off the vibe of waiting for something to happen, and it comes with the number 3. We've been seeing a lot of 3 within the reading. Tell me more. So something's being influenced in your life where you are in need of protection right now, which you are being protected, because there's anticipation of some sort of loss, some sort of grief that's coming. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. So there's some sort of influence that's going on in your life at this time that you're needed to be protected from, but you are being protected. See the egg and then the 2 big spirit guides? They are protecting you from this feeling, this overall feeling like something big is about to happen. I know a lot of people have been talking about, you know, anticipating like a big bang or something happening. But for Gemini specifically, it's saying that your spirit guides are protecting you from something that's anticipated to happen, that is ultimately waiting for to happen. And it says grief. It looks like there's going to be a loss of a loved one. That's a terrible message. But that's something that one would want to know about. And when I say that, I look at the bottom of the deck and it says perspective. And then it says distance, distance, battle. Okay, so give me another one on this grief. One night. So there's a night that you could be anticipating something crazy is going to happen, and it's showing me that these birds are grieving over this lost loved one. Wow. This is something that you're going to observe and you're going to see happen. And look, 33 for the night. And then you see them leaving their loved one behind. Looks like a bunch of evil eyes. But you see how they're leaving their loved one behind by flying away. They're releasing. They're releasing. So releasing something that no longer serves you. There's a warning. There's a warning of you being exposed. About what? What is the exposure? About some sort of battle, some sort of conflict. That what is exposed. Okay, so somebody's going to see all the grief and pain and sorrow that you have gone through and why you've had to protect yourself for so long. And I see that something's going to change, like it's going to happen overnight. And we have memory and curiosity at the bottom. Maybe someone's curious and seeing what's going on inside of someone's family doors. But that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the message. And until next time, I will see y'all then.